Meghan Markle is absolutely fuming, and honestly, who can blame her? The Duchess of Sussex, the self-proclaimed queen of misunderstood and silenced, had an epic meltdown when The View dissected her Netflix documentary. Sources say she absolutely lost it, screaming, "I hate that show," when the panel dared to call out the glaring flaws, inconsistencies, and, dare I say, the utter delusion in her so-called exposé. But hey, are any of us really shocked? Meghan's entire brand is built on playing the victim, despite living a life that most of us can only dream of. For years, she's sold herself as a mistreated martyr, a princess wrongly scorned by the press and the royal family, despite the fact that she was literally handed a lavish wedding paid for by British taxpayers and given an endless stream of privileges most people could never fathom. But sure, let's all cry for Meghan, the poor misunderstood soul. When The View panel, known for their unfiltered opinions, took Meghan apart like a bad IKEA dresser, pointing out how her Netflix series was little more than a self-pity party, she had the audacity to scream her head off in frustration. How dare they? According to them, her series was nothing but exaggerated claims, one-sided accusations, and a carefully constructed narrative of victimhood. It was like watching a toddler throw a tantrum because their favorite toy broke. And let's talk about the selective storytelling, because that's a huge issue. Meghan spent the whole series crying about how the royal family was supposedly cruel and unsupportive. But hold up. This woman and her husband, Harry, lived in a multi-million-dollar estate, got a taxpayer-funded wedding, and enjoyed unprecedented access to resources most people will never see in a lifetime. So what exactly was she abandoned from? It's like she's trying to sell us on the idea that she's some tragic heroine while living a life that many would kill for. And don't even get me started on the hypocrisy. In one breath, Meghan's all about wanting privacy. "I just want to live a private life," she cries. In the next, she's throwing tell-all interviews, documentaries, and books at the public like confetti at a parade. If you want privacy so badly, honey, maybe stop broadcasting your every grievance to the world. But of course, The View wasn't having any of that. They called her out on the contradictions, and the fact that she couldn't handle it speaks volumes. Then there's the real kicker, the way Meghan has weaponized her suffering for profit. Rather than using her platform for anything remotely meaningful, she's turned her pain into a money-making machine. Her whole brand is built on being the victim of the royal family, while she and Harry cash in on their sob stories in the form of multi-million-dollar deals. Forget reconciliation, forget dignity. They're too busy raking in cash from their fabricated grievances. It's a masterclass in exploitation, really. Even Hollywood, where Meghan once dreamed of being the next big thing, is starting to realize what a nightmare she really is. Industry insiders are reportedly calling her difficult to work with, overly controlling, and obsessed with managing her public image. But hey, no big deal. Her Netflix series was supposed to secure her as the world's new most beloved celebrity. Instead, it's just confirmed what many of us have known all along. Meghan Markle isn't a victim, she's a master manipulator. Her explosive reaction to The View's analysis was downright telling. Meghan and Harry have carefully curated their media appearances to avoid tough questions, but The View took off the gloves and served her a dose of reality. They're the ones who didn't buy into the sob story, and now Meghan's furious that the world's finally waking up to the truth. She's not a powerless figure suffering at the hands of the royal family. She's just another celebrity cashing in on her so-called tragedy. So here's the takeaway. Meghan Markle's Netflix series was meant to make her look like a sympathetic figure, but instead it only reinforced what we all suspected. She's no innocent victim. She's just playing the part, manipulating the public for attention and sympathy, and trying to convince us that her multi-million-dollar lifestyle somehow makes her the world's most tragic soul. Sorry, Meghan, we're not buying it.